Here across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Push him back. Push him back.
Throwing is Bortles. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Another example right there of why quarterbacks get nervous when Yannick Ngakoue is getting ready to rush them. 37.5 sacks in 4 seasons in Jacksonville. But last year, he split time between Minnesota and Baltimore and put together 8 sacks. Then he signed with the Raiders back in March.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Looking for Shepard deep. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 44, Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Now Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now a play fake. Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Carr going to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
That goes for a gain of 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
(7-7), our score after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Bortles. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Clelin Ferrell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
Now Bortles. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Gano's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. And taken right at the 35. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. A handoff, Barkley running left, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd down and 4. On play action, now Carr. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 1st down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time. On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. Remember, they've had their open week already, so this could be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one.
That's caught by Waller out left side. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And he works free. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. But Josh Jacobs, a guy that runs with a lot of power. 3rd in the NFL last year in yards after contact. And breaks off a nice run there. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 7, Bortles. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Divine Diablo. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Returning it, John Ross. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
A 1st and 10 here, and if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, wide open, complete. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Another try for Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Where's 52?
To throw is Bortles. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
81 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Carr. That is incomplete.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play, because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr flush to his right. And Carr gives himself up, but not before he picks up a 1st down. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example, as he gets the 1st. Play action. Now it's Carr. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, I Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd and 10, Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now Carr again. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Bortles. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. To Barkley on the check down. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Barkley. Powers through. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bortles going deep downfield for Ross. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Joe Judge has made his verdict. His guys will go for 2 here.
Bortles is going to throw for it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. They juked him, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
On play action, it's Carr. Out to his left. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Here's Carr to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Carr going to get this to Drake. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Drake. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And it's caught.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play, Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Drake. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfro, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Bortles, gotta have this one. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Room here to run. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds Penny. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On play action, now Bortles. That's caught by Galladay. Powering his way forward. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A handoff to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Carr lets this go for Renfro downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. John Johnson with the INT. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Casey Hayward makes the tackle. 8 yards to go on second down. To throw is Bortles. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 32 that time. Back to throw, Bortles. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now Bortles. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. It's Barkley on the counter. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a camera on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win.